This is the current limit of artificial intelligence. You type a prompt, you hit enter, and wait for a text response to appear. In this model, the AI acts as an expert consultant. When you ask for the best flights to Tokyo, it can instantly generate a highly detailed, intelligent list of options. But the labor remains on you. You still have to open multiple tabs, navigate airline portals, and manually input payment details, navigating the inevitable crashes and errors of the live web yourself. These digital brains are brilliant, but they lack hands. Without a human to execute every individual step, the AI remains trapped inside its chat box. As the complexity of our digital tasks grows, the friction of having to manually execute every AI suggestion is becoming the primary bottleneck in productivity. The AI agent solves this by functioning as a high-level executive assistant. It takes a broad command like booking that entire Tokyo trip on a budget and handles the end-to-end execution without further guidance. This transition turns AI from a passive source of information into an active, autonomous member of a workflow. Achieving this autonomy requires a specific operational architecture built around the language model, known as the agentic loop. We can see this loop in action by tasking an agent with a specific goal. Book a 5-day trip to Tokyo while staying under a $2,000 budget. First, the agent perceives, it ingests external context by reading your calendar for available dates and scanning live web data for current flight prices and budget constraints. Next, it moves to the reasoning and planning phase. The central brain takes that macro goal, the Tokyo trip, and breaks it into a sequence of small, manageable tasks. Find the flight, check the price against the budget, and secure the hotel. Internal planning is only the first half of the process. To actually finish the job, the agent has to interact with the live internet. This is the action phase. The agent reaches outside the language model and utilizes external tools like web browsers and the airline's APIs to begin the actual booking process. It navigates through live websites, entering your information and moving through the sequence of tasks it planned earlier. But the real world is messy. In the middle of the booking, your credit card is suddenly declined. Rather than crashing or asking for help, the agent triggers the reflection and evaluation node. It analyzes the failure and loops back to the planning phase to find a solution. The agent reads the error code, realizes the payment failed, and modifies its own plan to use a backup payment method stored in its environment. It repeats this loop, perceiving, planning, and acting until every step is complete and the trip is confirmed. This self-correcting cycle is the specific engineering logic that allows a piece of software to move past simple scripts and operate with true digital autonomy. The travel example is just one application. Because the agentic loop is a logical framework, it can be scaled across any industry that relies on digital tools. If you give that same loop access to a code repository instead of a travel site, it becomes an automated engineer, identifying system bugs, writing the fix, and testing the new code in a continuous cycle. In a customer service role, these agents can handle the entire lifespan of a support ticket, from the initial complaint to the final refund, by navigating the company's internal databases and payment systems. They can even be deployed to manage data analytics pipelines, where they cross-reference hundreds of different data sources at once to find patterns that a human might miss. Because the loop allows for constant self-correction, software is no longer a static tool. It can actively solve problems and manage complex systems across the entire digital economy. This represents a distinct shift in how we relate to technology. We are moving away from the role of the operator, the person who has to pull every lever and click every button, and into the role of the manager, overseeing an autonomous digital workforce. Standard AI is designed to give you answers. AI agents are designed to accomplish goals.